welcome to Amigos Down Under podcast. I'm Doug. I'm joined here today with Adrian as usual.
Yo.
How's it going, mate? All right.
Not bad.
Yeah, sweet. And Seb can't make it in today, but we've joined here special guest host Martin.
How you doing, hermano? ¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, good.
Who's this Mexican cunt?
I reckon. Jeez. English, bro. Nah, how you doing, man? All right?
Good, bro. Good. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
As always, everyone, make sure you get onto our socials, Facebook and Instagram, Amigos Down on the podcast. Give us a like, listen, and follow. Any messages you want to send, we're always on it. Make sure you get amongst it.
Sweet. All right, so this episode we've got another guest, someone I know for a long time now, as well as Martin, my brother-in-law, Richard. How you doing, man? All right?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
We didn't want to, but we had to.
Yeah. All right. Righto.
All right. Well, as always, let's start off with the drink. Let's crack it open. Now, we've got a special drink for Mr. Ricardo over there.
Yep, I see that.
Crack it open. What is it? What are you drinking?
Foster's. I remember the oldies used to drink it when we were kids. Cheers. Saludita, pa' dentro.
Pa' dentro. Pa' dentro del centro.
Oh, the road.
Hey, that's not too bad. I think I've only had maybe one or two in my life.
Wait, we're talking about beers or we're talking about...
Beers. I've seen a koala and I've seen a cockatoo.
Adrian, what are you drinking? What's that over there?
Oh, hard solo, man. Alcoholic lemon.
That's a brand new too.
cracker.
That just
It's
came
an
out.
actual from the soft drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
It's fucking good.
That's awesome.
When did they come out?
4.5.
I don't know. Today?
Literally,
Yeah, I've never seen
recently.
No
yeah.
way.
I've never seen him. Literally came out
Literally
today.
just came out maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago, yeah.
That's awesome.
One of my mates just sent me a photo. I'm like, oh, yeah, I heard about them. And then I went in today, BWS, they were there. There were heaps.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, guys, what have we been up to lately? Martin, how's it going? What's been happening with you, man? It's been a while
good,
since
man.
you've been on, so...
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I had fun doing the podcast, and I thought it was fucking awesome. He's been getting some good responses, and you are definitely getting better at your product. So yeah, I was glad to get back on again.
Yeah, we traded a shit bold cunt for a better bold cunt.
To the better boat, huh? But yeah, no, it's just keep busy, you know. Winter sucks ass, can't do much. But yeah, no, it's good family life, you know. Yeah, living.
Living.
How you been, bro?
Yeah, I've been all right, man. Busy as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, just flat out, you know, with this and things and
He's
family
doing
life
well.
and stuff like that. But, you know, it's been good. Adro?
Oh, don't ask me, man. Always
Yeah, I
the
know.
same.
Same
Always
old.
the same old. Nothing changes.
Richie, how you been, man? How's things?
Yeah, good man. Can't
What have you been up
complain.
to?
Work and life.
Work and life.
Yeah,
fair
I could, I could go on forever.
Oh, you could.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Oh, okay. So where do I start? Yeah, nah. There's a lot of yeah. Going down the rabbit hole and everything. You got to ease them into it. Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, so I'll start off with Martin. How do you know Richard?
We met a long time ago. Once upon a time, a band camp, you know, like...
No, I was never in a band with you.
No, it was a long time ago. We like as kids, we, you know, even on my episode, I said a lot of us met through church, and our parents would go to church, and the groups used to get together, whatever. And we met the family very, very young.
Early on.
So yeah, we were young kids running around like crazy, and yeah, it's just running around, fucking chasing empanadas at the end of mass, you know, because they used to do empanadas.
They used to do the
and completos,
choripan and
choripan,
everything,
yeah. And yeah, it was just...
Villawood Church with
Villawood,
Padre Jose Maria.
Ashcroft, yeah. Padre Jose Maria,
Ashcroft,
yeah. So we met very young. And that's how I met your wife, Carmen, and Wendy, and Diana, and all of you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice,
long
man.
time ago.
Long time.
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah. Adrian, how'd you meet him?
I think mine was actually at band camp.
Yeah.
Our first camp trip.
Yeah,
I think,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
first
won't say much. No, but that was a good trip.
It was actually, yeah.
All right. Well, obviously, I know him through my wife.
Yeah.
Met him there. We kicked it pretty much straight away as soon as we met. Just got there chatting. Our connection at that point, I think it was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, bro, yeah. that was when Freezer. No, Cell.
Oh, probably. I can't remember that. But yeah.
Cell
Freezer?
killed, when Cell killed Piccolo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Actually-
devastated.
Actually, my son's girlfriend lives here. She got freezer number plates.
No, nah.
Yeah, that's fucking mad.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she does too. Yeah.
yeah.
How you liking the Fosters anyway?
You know what? I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you compare it to?
He's used to piss.
He likes the taste of piss.
In like for real, like what would you compare it to? Like
Hang on, give me a sec. Fuck. I
a bit further in.
I would have. This guy. I don't know if I can say the other word. But I don't know, man. I don't think I'd buy it all the time. But then again, you know,
You can't really get
this is like the Latino version of Corona. Like, I don't know why.
Latina version
I'll
of
do-
Corona.
I'll do it the way Seb does. He goes, but Richie, look at it. It's got a golden top and it's got premium quality. Number 1 beer from Australia. What do you think? Is it number 1?
Nah.
no
I'm a
chance.
count draft.
Is it in the top 10
I'm
even?
a
Is it in
count
the top
draft,
10?
man.
Is it a top 10 at least?
No. Oh, actually, yeah. At the end of the party, they're the only ones on the left.
Seb actually said that. I remember Seb actually said that. He goes, at the end of the party, is the last thing left? Que siga la fiesta.
Hasta las 6 de la mañana. It's not bad, but it's not. I haven't had one in years.
He didn't like it, but he's finished it already.
He hasn't stopped. He hasn't put it down. He hasn't put it down at all.
I'm still not sure. I'm still
Hey,
tasting it.
I didn't know. What's this, an intervention?
All right, bro. Tell us about your background.
My
Where you
background, where I'm from, Salvadorian. I was born in El Salvador.
Fucking another one, huh?
Yeah,
You're invested in this podcast.
in 1980.
1980.
Yeah. I was born there and came here when I was 6. I remember everything over there when I was young. Going to the not to the jungles, but you know, like through the jungles and
Yeah.
everything, and the volcanoes and going to the beaches and everything. That was really nice, and all the wildlife and the vegetation and that. You know, sometimes we used to sleep on the beach. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was during wartime too. Imagine that.
All right. So, Richie, you have parents from the same country, yeah?
My parents,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Both.
sure they are. Yeah.
Yeah, both Salvadorian.
Unless I've been lied to.
They throw shoes the same way? Or?
Yeah, bro, never miss. Come and cop the good one.
The story's on your traffic. You should hear the other ones.
Yeah, and you know what? It's genetic too, because I can throw them the same, and I don't do it all the time. You put me, but you fucking ask me to
On target.
run. You get a head start.
So you can't throw a boomerang for shit, but you can throw a shoe fucking a mile.
That's our boomerang. It's a Maya boomerang.
Comes back to the end too.
Yeah.
We mentioned the siblings. So are you youngest, oldest? What were you?
The eldest. I
You're
was,
the
I was the eldest and the only boy. Yeah, nah. No, it was alright. It was cool. They were mean girls, but apparently I was mean too. So, yeah, I probably deserved it. Nah, but growing up, when I got older, it got worse because then I had to fight everyone. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Until they met good guys. I was like, all right, I like it. We can keep him. Yeah, no, good guys.
Thank you for keeping Dougie around.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, man.
And Chris. and Chris and Ali.
Have you ever been back to El Salvador since?
Oh man, it never really occurred to me in the earlier years. But when my grandfather was passing away on my mom's side, I wanted to go back, but I couldn't because I got tattoos. And when I spoke to my auntie and that, they told me, yeah, nah, it's not safe, you know. So that was pretty shit. All the problems with the maras and everything, like, and even to this day, I spoke to them a couple of times after that, and they were like, nah, it's not safe. Nah, it's not safe. And now that they're cleaning them all up. I spoke to my uncle when my mum was there. When was she there? Like a month ago or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And I was speaking to him, and he goes, you know what? Maybe wait a bit, because now the cops are arresting people with tattoos and throwing them in, no questions asked. So like one guy from Colombia got taken in, and he was only there for work, and because he had tats, and they didn't ask no questions, just threw him in there. So I was like, But like I looked the part. I was born there, like look like probably
Yeah.
You
look
look
like
the part because you got your braids on now. Shut up.
Shut up. Orale puto! I'm gonna get off the plane again. Orale
away.
puto! I'm back.
That's it. Bring the can in.
hey, vení pa acá.
Plus words. Can you just emphasize, like, you're explaining because, like, you're explaining the background now that happened, but you La Mara, like, when you say La Mara, what do you mean by?
The MS-13 and that. But then you got all those other putos and that. No, but everyone else that like you can't. I mean, the way I learned it growing up and everything was that the Salvadorians went to LA. They had to defend themselves against the Mexicans. And then so the Mexicans were like 18 and 18th Street and everything. The way I'd learned it, I'm not from there, so I can't vouch for it. But when they got deported, they started 18, and like in the different corners and barrios over there and everything, and it turned into red and blue to the same thing, blood, not like bloods and groups, but red and blue, 18 or 13, and then it just tore everything apart. So
a lot of people, like a lot of people now think like, what they all know that no one really knows like the separation that happened between the two places. So it's just
it all started because they war torn. So a lot of these orphans, or not only orphans, kids that watched their parents get killed by the death squads and everything. And then they make it over there, and then they're trying to make it like they're only young, but they've seen a lot of violence, or they watch their parents get killed, and then they're getting picked on by the Mexicans. And no disrespect to the Mexican community, but like that's just the way it happened. And then so they started the MS-13 over there, and then it just flooded. They got deported back. They flooded everything: Nicaragua, Guatemala. Like,
But you do want to go back one day?
I'd like to go back because I haven't been since I left, so I was 6. I'm 42, so it's a long time. And I didn't get to see my grandparents. I don't know any of my cousins. I don't know anyone. And you lose contact because life, just life goes on. And then, don't know anyone over there. So I'd love to go back. And I remember it's a beautiful country. It's just the shit politics and gang shit
it's
around
right there,
there.
yeah.
The war never ended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
true.
still going.
It changed to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It transformed.
to go to now, crazy.
Majority of your family's there? Like
All of my family,
family's
except for we got cousins in Wollongong, and that's the blood cousins, and that's about it. And then we've got cousins in LA and I think Chicago and other parts of North America. But the majority's in El Salvador.
Yeah, that's all right.
They're doing all right from what I hear. Yeah.
All right. So if we come back to Australia, do you have any memories when you first came?
Oh, bro, fuck. You know what? When we left El Salvador, it was so tense. And I remember being on the bus on the way to the airport. All the adults on the bus were scared. They were quiet. And we got to the airport. It said bye to the family. I didn't know we were going forever. I thought, all right, see you later. Hugs and everything. And then got to LA. In LA, some guy dropped his wallet and I grabbed him. These are the memories I got. And I gave it to him and he was like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, banana, hello, goodbye. That's all the words I knew. That's all. They taught us apple, banana, hello, goodbye, and thank you. And so we get here, and bro, we got it.
Yeah.
My mum says that we came here on Australia Day, right? And I don't remember. I don't know what day
You
it was.
came. What was it? They said Queen's birthday. in
Queen's
June.
birthday, was it? So it was a public holiday.
Yeah.
Bro, we got off the plane and everything was dead. There's no one anywhere. And El Salvador was always packed, There's fucking block parties and everything. And then we got there, it was dead. We got in this microbus, which is a van, and everyone's like in the bus and the streets were quiet. The shops were closed. There was hardly no traffic. And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then we get to Villawood. It was a hostel, not the detention center now.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, everything's dead and everything's so quiet and And yeah, it was weird. It was a shock, and then we set up where we did in our space in our room, our little home or whatever like it was, and then it's lunchtime, and you go to lunchtime, and there's this massive hall, and everyone's lining up to get their food, and then sitting at tables. It was like now that when you grow up and you watch those jail movies, it's kind of like that because I've never been in.
Sorry, not tortilla.
Sorry, pero no tortilla. I don't want his pork chop. I want his life.
Sorry, guys, just referencing blood in, blood out.
Yeah, that's it. Mad movie.
Yeah, we don't own rights to the.
No, none of this. Just clowning.
We had Carmen on, and she described the lunch area or whatever, and so to her, every time she goes to like a buffet or anything like that, it brings back memories of being in a hostel because of the smell of the eggs, right? To her, it was like the smell of like fake eggs or whatever, like they just whisk it up or whatever. Is that similar? Did you find the food was like?
Now that you mention it, I get that, but I didn't have the memory attached to it.
Okay,
Now that you mention it, I remember it, and I'm like, that's where I remember it from. And they were weird because when we were in El Salvador before we came, so it was fresh. It was for breakfast. You got casamiento. You got
So casamiento is beans and rice mixed together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it practically means marriage. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah, marriage. Yeah,
and
So
then
marriage,
and then you got eggs and tortillas. That's your breakfast. We didn't really eat cornflakes until we got here.
Yeah.
We didn't really. Thank you. We didn't really have cereal and stuff.
Yeah.
At home or in El Salvador where we grew up, that was breakfast every morning. Like a massive meal. Those eggs smelt weird
Yeah,
and tasted weird.
Yeah.
Did it taste fake?
Yeah. And
There we go.
they were like, I don't know, they were just weird.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing was the ice cream, and I used to go back for seconds. And I go, Dad, can I go back for seconds? He's like, yeah, go, line up. Yeah, it was good.
So you had cornflakes. Was that your first cereal? Like here, you reckon?
I think so. No, actually, you know what? I remember Frosties. Or is it?
Oh, yeah.
They're great. You know, they were great.
Frosties. That's the one sugar
The little
coated
tiger.
cornflakes.
Just
Yeah.
practically. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not even real sugar. It's not that real flaky, like
Yeah.
Powdered sugar,
fake
wasn't it?
sugar. Fake
You know,
sugar,
one thing I never here in Australia was different. Over there, they always heated the milk up in a stove.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they take the nata off it.
Yeah,
like
that's
they-
what we spoke about it. I think it was your
I
opposite?
said exactly the same thing, and no one knew that.
Yeah.
Because that's my childhood memory coming going there. And
And
when I
when
tried
we
it
got
with cold milk
here, I was
and I
like,
was
what
like-
the fuck's wrong with
And
this?
that's what- first thing I said the same thing.
That's
Exact
the only
same
way
thing.
my grandmother eats her cereal, bro. Her wheat bix with warm milk. Has to be warm milk.
Exactly,
That little-
exactly,
that
yeah.
little black pot.
Yeah, you remember the
Burnt to shit.
You take the
And
spoon.
the handle's like.
and that's why I didn't like cereal. Like El Salvador, like I'll tell these guys, I didn't like cereal because of it. Because that nata used to put me off the cereal. I didn't like the nata. And
Yeah, it was disgusting.
And then once I tried cold milk here with cereal, I was like, this is next level shit right here.
That's one
Right
thing.
here.
That's one thing I gotta give props to my mom. She used to get the spoon and get the nut off. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat that. She's like, all right, you little soup. Takes it off and then pours it and then spoiled.
So do you have cereal cold or warm now?
Cold.
Cold? Would you go back to
Never
warm?
going back. Never going back.
Nah, you know what? I'm a wheat bix kid now. No more frijoles for breakfast. Call me a
That's what's funny, eh? Like our natural breakfast over there. Remember, yeah, exactly like you said, frijoles, eggs, and plátanos.
But you know who still does it? My dad.
He still does it, eh?
My dad,
Yeah, he
like,
does.
I fucking love it. I love that. breakfast.
I'll be drinking with my dad all night, and then go. I'm staying here, and I fall asleep on the couch. I wake up, and he's like, he's making eggs. He's making frijoles, and he's
Frijoles
got,
mean beans, yes.
beans,
Yeah.
and bro, he's the cheese, the everything is like full proper, like you know.
It's crazy, yeah. It's funny.
No, seriously, like, because I'm with him at the moment, and he'll buy like the lady fingers,
Yeah.
and he'll buy them, and he could eat that every single day.
Yeah,
He'll
every
just
single
fry
day.
it in the morning,
Yeah.
You know, like fried
my place,
banana.
It was like clockwork.
And
Like
eggs,
clockwork.
yeah.
My kids know that because of that. Exactly like Richie was describing.
Yeah.
It was like clockwork every morning. I don't know how you do it every day, but it's a staple.
Yeah.
Definitely a staple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll tell you a funny story. I was at my mum's the other day and she's making us vegetable soup with beef. And she went and did
A
something.
vegetable soup with beef.
Yeah,
Not a beef soup.
beef soup. Yeah, all right.
With vegetables.
Yeah, sorry. I don't cook soup that much, so I don't know. And so she's making a beef soup, and she walked away. She walked away pajareando somewhere. She forgot, and she goes, "Se me está quemando la sopa." She walks in, and she goes, "Oh no, it's not a soup anymore. Like there's not that much left in flavor. This and that." She goes, "We're gonna have to improvise tacos." So she takes the meat out and she chops it up, and she goes seasoned
that'd
it.
be mad.
Improvise.
And then she made tortillas, and I went and got stuff for chimol, and we
nice,
came back.
nice.
We made chimol.
Yeah.
We made tacos on the spot, like from scratch.
So when you were talking about the breakfast, if someone's cooking a traditional Salvadorian breakfast and they gave you, well, you said you're a Wheat Bix boy.
No. I'd always pick the Salvadorian
Always,
breakfast over it.
It's just comfort food, eh?
Yeah, no. I don't eat cereal now.
Okay.
I'm not like I don't even eat breakfast. Like it's very rare. I eat after 12.
Mate, the only time these guys eat breakfast, I've picked them up and we're going to eat pupusas as a lady.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've seen them open
Pupusas
for
for breakfast,
anything.
yeah.
Sopa de pata. And
Sopa de patas and everything.
That's foot soup.
Yeah, literal translation is food soup.
better than it sounds.
Well, it's like our version of, I guess, Vietnamese pho. You know,
it is.
It's just
Yeah.
that hangover soup that just sort of recovers you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For after a big hangover.
Yeah, I'd love a tamal. I'd prefer a tamal over cereal. I don't eat cereal anymore, really. Unless I'm lazy and I go, this fucking cock porn. Cock porn.
Cock porn.
Right. I think he liked that Foster's a bit too much.
Yeah, the process too quick, mate.
Yeah, bro. What's in this shit?
Not cock porn.
Fucking hell.
Were you going to say Cocoa Pops, Carl?
Fucking hell.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Oh,
T-shirt idea, doggy. Fuck, I love a bowl of cock porn.
In the morning.
I don't get up for nothing else.
And I like a traditional
You know, I was actually trying to say cornflakes, but this fucking drink got in the way.
All right, yeah, okay, backpedal again.
Yeah, sure, mate.
What was
Sure.
that?
Hey, can we edit that?
Nope.
Oh, fuck it. Oh.
Oh, Richie.
All right, so so in Australia itself, do you have any standout memories once you've been here?
Oh, bro. Fuck.
Let's think of one that just maybe, okay, hostel. Let's go back in the hostel. Is there one memory that you can think of that's just like,
Riding my bike all day. And
Yeah.
a bike that I got from fucking La Familia Smith.
Brother, you haven't heard my episode, have you?
yeah,
We had the same discussion.
I heard part of it, but not all of it. Nah.
And that's why I said the same fucking thing. I said, oh man, this Smith family is fucking generous, these guys.
Yeah, I remember. We used to catch a train from Karama to the
Leightonfield.
Leightonfield, yeah. In between Villawood and Chesai.
It was literally one railway going one way, that's it. And yet, once you miss the train, you know you're waiting there for an hour for the next one.
Oh, you know what else I remember living in Karama? Because from the hostel, we went to a flat in Karama, right in front of the train station on the corner. There, and all night.
red ratters are going off.
Yeah. And you get
The way you did that sound effect sounded like you're saying, taco. If you hear it back, I guarantee you it sounds like that. Taco.
Yeah. Taco.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, nah, the riding their bikes in the hostel, and going to school. I started off at Old Guildford, and then Old Guildford was only I think a couple of months. Then I went to Karama. No, Villawood Primary, is it?
Was it Villawood or did you go to Old Guildford?
I went to Old Guildford first, and then I went to Karama.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And in Karama, oh man, first time I ever got swooped by a magpie. we got some poppers in El Salvador. These things are huge, and I get so these birds aren't gonna attack you. They wait till you're dead, and then this bird goes. and I'm walking with Wendy, and it's like, and I'm fucking holding Wendy because I'm the older brother, so I'm like, and then all these kids walk up and they're talking English, and I'm like, no speak English, you know? I don't know what the fuck is saying, and they're checking my head, and they go, oh, you need. They said you need stitches, but I don't know English, so I went home and I told my mum, I go, they said I need stickers. She goes, what stickers? I go, these things that the teacher gives you. How the fuck's that gonna help? Like, you gotta cut on your head.
Little stars on your head.
There's a good boy, man.
The ones you can scratch and sniff.
But eventually, like, playing marbles, and I threw all my marbles at this bird. I had a vendetta with it. I wanted to kill this thing. And one of the older kids, because my mum used to leave us after school care, and one of the older kids, he used to run out there and taunt it, and he used to attack him, and it didn't hurt him. And I was like, how do you do that? And he goes, come with me. And he used to take care of me. Like, and so we used to sit there, and the thing used to sit on the telegraph pole, and he went like this first and did his wings up, and then went, and it started gliding towards you, and you could see it gliding, and it's coming straight for you. And we're like, and then he goes up, going, and then straight back down, and you're like, whoa. And then after a while, I wasn't scared of the cunts anymore.
He'd be mate.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was a worthy adversary. He was worthy of my fucking marbles because I fucking threw them all at him.
Let's age. Have you been swooped by a magpie?
Never.
Never, really? Oh,
You
what
haven't
the
lived-
heck?
Oh, not that I remember.
You remember it. Trust me. Fucking, you won't forget that
It's not
shit.
something you forget.
Yeah, nah. Martin, have you been swooped?
No, I haven't, but I got a good memory of fucking someone getting swooped.
Yeah.
We used to go play ball at Stocklands. There was this kid, we heard him while we were playing, and you could hear this kid going, and we're like, fuck, what is that? And we look back, this magpie been chasing him, I fuck knows how long, but he's going, I could literally hear it in the basketball court, clank, clank. He was in his helmet, hitting his helmet.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah, and we go, oh shit, and it kept going. I'm not even kidding. Maybe half an hour later, same kid coming back the other way. He's still getting swept by this same magpie. I've never been swept either.
I've got a similar story, but in that park near my house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not a kid, but this fucking old man on his bike.
How
But
funny
he
is it,
had-
man? You trying to laugh though.
He had the fucking defense unit on his head with a fucking cable tie.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's prepared, right? And I'm just walking. I'm walking back from Woolies. I went for a walk one day, and I was just walking home, and I see this cunt. He goes, "Ugh!" I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I never hear shit around here. And you just see this cunt on his bike going like fucking 2 kilometers an hour. Like, he's like, like I think he was trying to scare it off because I see this bird go
Oh no.
over and over again, right?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, fuck this, man. It's
crazy,
I
right?
banged my shopping. I'm like, no, fuck this.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
I ran home. I'm like, no,
Crazy.
fuck that.
I love
That
magpies.
was funny. As well.
The only other time I seen that, I think it was another one. I think it was one day for fireworks in the city for New Year's, and you sit at that park in front of the opera house. Some dude literally just bought the hot dog. Just bought it. Just bought one. Sit down. And it's like this, like in the movies, you watch it coming
in
down.
slow motion.
And it literally went, just took the sausage. Didn't touch the guy, nothing. Just took his sausage and was done.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a really
man.
good, a really good
I
friend
thought,
of
man,
mine.
that was like correct moment right there. I was like, fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
mate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've been swooped 3 times.
No way.
Yeah.
You can count them.
Yeah, 3
I
times.
lost
That
count.
bad though?
I haven't been hit by one, but I say one time, I can't remember. It was near Fairfield West, near Westwood Sports High. At the back there's got like a big park, and I was walking down there. I can't remember. I think it was my auntie or anyway. She called it out. She saw it. She goes, run, run, run. So we started running, and then literally that's when I just started feeling air at the top of my head, just going past. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, fuck. Anyway, it ran, didn't hit us.
Yeah.
So another time, I was walking to school, minding my own business. walking down the street, and then all I felt was air rushing past my head. Literally, I just felt like a whoosh. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I looked up. He turned mid-air and came back to me.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
what
like,
they do.
fuck. And literally, I had my bag. I'm going like this, waving it around in the air, and I'm walking because you have to get out of the area, or else they just keep going. He kept going, and just I'm like, I'm still.
You know it.
Fucking
do.
hell.
When you hear that, instead of looking up, you look down and you can see the shadow going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you a funny story. When
Okay.
I went to the central tablelands and I go to my mate, hey, listen, I need to use the toilet, you need to pull over. And this is during the floods. And he goes, oh, yeah, this pub looks open. And pulled over in a truck, like next to the pub. And I walk out and I go, fuck, everything's boarded up. There's no toilet. And I go, it looks like a little park over there with a community thing. And I walk over there and I'm running over. And it's raining. I'm running over. And then all of a sudden, I get hit in the head, and I go to fucking flinch, and I slipped. Yeah. I can't tell the other part.
You're already there, man. You got to keep going.
He's still got the battle stars scars on his arms.
You know what? I thought I was going to shit myself because I fucking, strained to fucking keep my legs like up. And this thing came for me again. I'm going, nah, fuck that. I'm getting in the toilet. And I made it.
Nah. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're the best.
So the last time was, I reckon, it would have been like 4 years ago. I went to where I was living. The postal pickup wasn't that far, so I went down to get that Asian bread shop. Called myself a pork roll. So I'm walking home, and then on the way there, I saw the magpie swooping somebody else. So I was there laughing.
Come on like a motherfucker.
Right. Fucking hell. I was walking, same shit. I saw it. I saw the magpie. I'm like, you better not fucking swoop, you cunt. It's not like I could do anything anyway.
Better
And then it was coming up to me. Oh, fucking hell. Pork roll in the end. I'm swinging it. I'm swinging it like a helicopter over my head to protect my head. And I just fucking ran.
Nah, serious?
Bro, I would have looked like the funniest cunt. There's cars driving past. Probably all laughing their heads off at me. And swinging a fucking pork roll.
That is the worst feeling, but when you walk in and you hear, you feel... And there's people around and you flinch like the biggest flinch, and you're like trying to act cool, and you're not. Nah, you're not cool, cousin. These birds come straight for you, straight back.
That's crazy.
Right, yeah.
Shit.
All right, let's go back to school. When you went to Old Guildford,
The first school here.
was it a lot of Aussies there? Or was it multicultural?
That was pretty multicultural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You reckon it's because the hostel? Everyone from the hostel
Might have been. Yeah. I don't know.
there?
I was still like trying to like
I was
break
finding-
out of fucking Apple, hello and goodbye. and let's put your English into practice, motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Do you remember those cards they used to hold up in class? And you used to go, apple, banana. You're good at that.
Yeah.
You're good at that one already.
You know what?
Hey, banana.
It's a family show.
So you obviously, that means you went to ESL, right?
I don't know. I might have. Yeah.
No, you don't know if you went to ESL.
Yeah.
He must have. He must have.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
If you didn't
And you know,
then
I tell you, he must have because he doesn't even know. He must have fucking.
Yeah. But when I went to
must have.
Karama,
You must have. Like, you must have.
I almost burnt that school down. As and I was only 7.
Say it. Go.
My dad was a smoker, right? It's a one day before school. I go, I'm gonna take my dad's lighter. So I took my dad's lighter. Oh no, this is incriminating. No, I didn't. It's been alleged I did.
by me, I just said it.
It's
Anyway,
been taken out of context.
I had the shits because when I said descriptive writing, I used to draw pictures because I couldn't spell in English.
Yeah.
And I remember I came with this like writing, beautiful calligraphy type writing, and everyone, the letters were separated, and I'm like, why does everyone write like that? And I was like, But everyone writes like that, and if I want to fit in, I got to write like that. So if I could break away from writing and writing, and it's nice that we had the books with the different lines, so you know where to do the loops and where to follow it on. And I had this really nice writing. I wish I kept it, but I wish I didn't care about fitting in with these other kids. But you know what, it happened.
I used to hate those books.
Yeah, I used to love them.
Yeah, like it took me so long to get used to them because that little loop, you know, I was just hoping because my writing was fucking so shit. Like my dad's fucking thing, I couldn't even read my dad's writing. He used to try and teach me to write. I said, how can you teach something you don't know how to do? Like, it was so
Motherfucker, do yourself.
So I used to look at this book and go, fuck, and it took me ages to get the hang of it. The little circle to the big circle, and the loops and all this. It took me fucking ages, bro. But I remember those books. Yeah,
I think I do remember my dad saying that in El Salvador, like they kind of teach you early how to do like really nice writing.
They do.
Like
They
your
do.
proper loops
Mate,
and everything
all
like that.
your books, like I remember, like here, it was actually a requirement on for certain subjects, but over there, I remember it was actually all your books for English and other major subjects were actually already lined up like that with the little loop.
And that's how you had to write it. That's how
you had to write it the whole time like that.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, I don't know, you know what? Actually, you might have gone
Do you
to a
remember the
different
ruler?
school.
Do you remember the ruler?
Yeah, fuck.
So
you
they're mucking
do.
around over there with the
Man,
ruler.
Oh, yeah.
I still remember
The
the name
Mira
of the
wooden ruler.
I still remember the name of the school. I went to this school when I was so I got here when I was 6. So I must have been 4 or 5. It started early over there.
And you remember?
And yeah, this school was called La Mas Ferrer. And it was
I remember
La
La
Mas
Mas
Ferrer.
Ferrer, I remember that.
Bro, all right, so you got your pupitre. You know what your pupitre is? It's your
What's that in English?
how do you
I don't know
how
how
do
you
you
say
how do you
it.
say it? It's
Those desks, the
desk with a table in front of you, and you
Attached to
get
it?
in from one side.
Oh, okay,
the uni tables.
Get in for a second.
Yeah.
The uni exam tables. Is
Yeah,
that what it's called?
like that. Yeah, like
And
that.
with storage underneath and everything.
Yeah, and
okay,
it had the little groove in there for your pencil at the bottom.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So because there was nuns running this shit, so what do you call it? We had to have our pencil here, like at the bottom. Then you got the book. You had to have your book with the ruler on top, and then you had to have your pen, your sharpener and your rubber, and your pencil had to be sharpened. And I forgot my sharpener. Dickhead. So you had to when a nun walks in, she like everyone had to be sitting at the table like this, with their hands on their knees, and they go and they check that everything's on point.
Oh, yeah,
So before they walked in, I'm going, let me use your sharpener. No, can't. Let me use your sharpener. No, can't. No, can't will let me use their sharpener. And I'm like freaking out, and everyone's getting in their chairs and going, and they sit down, and we're only like 4 or 5, all of us. And then she walks in, and she goes, you, in Spanish.
Yeah.
And
Obviously.
And she goes,
I don't know what you
she goes, what the fuck? You, Apple.
Banana, get away.
She goes, what are you doing? And I was like, I have a sharpener. And she goes, come to the front of the class. So I went to the front of the class. She goes, put your hands out. And I put my hands out. And she goes whack on my hand with this thing, with a ruler.
Wooden
or
ruler.
a
The wooden
stick.
ruler is all there.
And then she goes, turn around. And I turn around, and she goes whack, like at the back of my knees. And she grabbed me by the hair, and she dragged me to the middle of the playground. And these cunts were so sadistic that they had this, like in the middle of the playground, there was no shelter, and they poured sand and stuff right in the middle, and I had to kneel on it in prayer stance.
Oh, really?
No
And
way.
they kneel on it, and they were
I've heard of things
they were
like that
like,
happening, yeah.
don't move until I come back. And there was this kid next to me, and he's crying, and he was probably the same age, but he looked younger, and he's crying. He's like, in Spanish, he's going, it hurts. I go, don't drop, because we had to be like
Up straight, yeah.
up straight. Like you couldn't drop down and like sit on your legs. And like I go, don't
crazy.
drop, because and the sun's coming. Like I remember they used to tell us middays when the sun's in the middle, and I was there it felt like for hours. And this kid's crying, and I go, don't drop, and he dropped, and the nun goes, "Ah!" from the classroom, and she walks over, and I go, you fucked, and she grabs him, and he grabbed him by the hair and took him back inside and belted the fuck out of him, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking school, is it?
And that's why this cunt wanted to burn the school in Australia.
All right, so we move on off Old Guildford, and you went to Caramar, you said?
Villawood Primary.
Villawood Primary. Was that the same? Multicultural?
Yeah,
You
it was.
find it?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I had a lot of friends there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then from there, where'd you go?
From Villawood Primary, I went to Lanier. Lanier. So Lanier was Liverpool West.
Yeah.
Liverpool West.
And how'd you find there too?
Oh man, multicultural. Had heaps of friends. Heaps of
Yeah.
friends.
But
And,
that's good, man.
yeah.
Because we have like different people that we've had on, where some people like it's very multicultural. Some people have a lot of Aussies, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Aussies in a couple of them. So yeah, it's good, you know.
Yeah, well, apparently Wendy was getting picked on at Villawood, and we had to move as well because there was a lot of shit happening in our house that was unexplained.
Yeah.
And then we got broken into and everything. So then we moved to Cartwright Avenue to St. Therese, and then I had no friends. I kind of gave up because I was like, I'll be moving from place to place, and I just had all my
Yeah, fair
mates
enough.
and everything, and I'm like,
Because you're like, oh, I'm probably going to move again.
yeah, and then move here, and I'm not gonna bother. But then from Cartwright we moved to Busby, and on the way to the new house on Busby Road, we're driving, and I think I was only 9 or 10. I might have been 10. And I'm looking at the back window of the Corona, Toyota Corona. And up Busby Road, this Asian kid was trying to get away from these three white Aussie kids, and they were hitting him, and one of them was grabbing his bike, and he was trying to run, and he's going, help, help, help. And all these cars are driving past, and no one stopped to help him. And I'm watching this, and I'm watching them like rob him for his bike, and I'm like, where the fuck are we going? And this is where we live.
Serious? No way.
Are you serious, motherfucker? This isn't safe. No one helped that kid. I didn't want to walk to school.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Emotional damn.
Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah, nah, and so then my parents are going, walk to school. Fucking walk to school. Are you serious? Like, I don't even have a bike. What are they going to take me for?
I'm fucking walking nowhere.
But yeah, no, that's where I first experienced a mostly white culture, and I made some friends and everything, but I struggled to make friends from there, and then yeah.
So the friend group that you grew, do you think it was more like people who came, they migrated into Australia? Do you hang around them more than you thought Aussies?
Eventually it turned into that because I had to. So I grew up with a couple of Leb kids on the street, Lebanese boys and everything. We hung out together, and then a couple of Vietnamese boys, and then a couple of Cambodian boys and everything. And then there was this whole thing going on. Like this was in the 90s.
Yeah.
So in the 90s there was this whole white power thing. And then so we started getting into this, like, we got to defend ourselves. So we had numbers. So then we started fighting back, and then we just punched on with them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Against the Aussies?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't all the Aussies because I had a lot of Aussie mates in the area as well.
Yeah, okay.
Who knew these kids, but they had no beef with us.
Yeah, okay.
So it was hard to separate or to determine like how to separate it because it got ugly. It got really bad.
Yeah. So did you found a lot of like racism stuff? Quite a bit of racism during the time you grew up?
Yeah, there was in my area because when I got kicked out of the schools that I got kicked out of for the things that it was alleged I did.
I've said the same thing. It has been alleged.
He was like, I wasn't there, so I can't comment or speculate.
Sorry, that court case still going, so we can't comment.
Yeah, I went to try and get because they kicked me out of a few schools, and then I want to go to Busby. I want to go to public school where all my mates are. I don't want to go to these Catholic schools. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
And they were like, but I know they were trying to do the best for me. So
Yeah.
like I give them love and I understand it as a parent and I respect it. But when I went to Busby and the principal was like, you don't live in the area. I go, what do you mean I don't live in an area? I live off Busby Road.
Man, I bullshit on those lines.
Yeah, I reckon
Certain
they-
places.
Nah, but you
He's
know
literally
what?
5 minutes away, yeah.
She got
It's crazy, eh?
she got investigated. She got fired because she was expelling all my mates who were all Cambodian, Laos, and they were punching on with the Aussie kids, and the Aussie kids were starting to
So
fight.
they're done on purpose, yeah.
The Aussie kids were starting to fight.
Segregating like
we
groups and stuff, yeah.
we defended ourselves, and she would
Yeah, okay.
expel the Asian kids.
So in other words, she kind of thought that the people that came from another country kind of were starting the problems. in a
No,
way,
she
you
didn't
think?
feel that. She was genuinely
Yeah. Okay.
she was genuinely racist.
Yeah. Fuck,
It
that's
was
crazy.
found. It was
Trump
found.
supporter?
It was found out later. Yeah, it was found out later. That's she got fired. She got
Yeah.
fired for it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Fuck.
She got fired for it.
A lot of that used to happen back in the day. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, Richie, like for all your experiences and everything that's happened to you since you come here, like, what do you like about living in Australia? Think back, we're there, we're here, and
Even
what
now
do
that
you really
you're
appreciate?
older and you're grown, pretty much all you know now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
people, all
So
the
you-
people I know, all
you're
the
born
people I've met.
ready, so-
This is my family. I mean, I wish I knew my family over there, which I haven't had opportunity to meet.
But if you look back now, like, what do you really think about? Like, when you think back now, you think growing up there and growing up here, what do you really love? Like, something that you really think, God, fuck yeah, we got to go to here because of this or whatever. What do you really love about Australia?
Well, without going into too much detail, if I am the personality that I am here, if I was over there, I would have been amarero.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I like, and it would have been a lot more serious than what it was here.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
So here I had time to reflect. I had time to look back. I had the opportunity and to make peace and to with my demons and everything that I went through. So over there I wouldn't have, because I would have probably done something.
Yeah, it's just the environment
really
so
bad.
much.
Yeah.
The intensity and everything that happens over there is very different to here.
It's a lot quicker, I
So,
reckon.
yeah, definitely.
quicker
Because
and-
it's intense. It's like a pressure cooker almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you got a partner and you got kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're saying if you stayed in El Salvador, that obviously
That
might
wouldn't
not
have happened. Yeah, nah. I
Yeah.
don't think I would have made it to this age.
Yeah.
I reckon I would have been one of those. And I'm not proud of it.
Telemana,
I'm
yeah,
not proud of
Telemana,
it.
yeah.
But I would have just adapted.
Yeah, a lot of us
Yeah.
have thought of that.
to
I've had those
It could have been the same with. It could have been the same with me. Who knows? You know, it might have been
We
the
thought
same
a
thing.
lot
You
of
never
that.
know.
Yeah, you know, especially in the areas we all lived in,
Yeah.
definitely could have easily happened to any of us. You know?
Because I had a choice. I had a choice of do I stay home because I'm getting picked on, just stay home and be quiet and don't go out because I'm afraid, or do I go out and fight? So I went out and fought.
yeah.
So if I did that over there, it would have been a lot more serious.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that. Like I'm like, Charlie, I want to do shine shoes. I want to go to the shop on my
That
own.
mentality.
You know?
I reckon Adrian would have made a good. Look at him. He would have definitely been in Lamada. I reckon. Look at him. He looks like a
comment.
dusty, shady looking motherfucker, doesn't he?
Nah, he's pretty cute.
He's all embarrassed now.
Look at him. I never seen the motherfucker blush.
Orale puta. Oh, fucking hell.
So pretty much, you reckon the choices that your parents made to come here?
Oh, bro. And you know what? Yes, I think so. I never realized it until when I got to my late teens, like early 20s, so about 19 or 20, I think it was. I met this Salvadorian guy. His name was Milton, rest in peace. He was a guerrillero over there, and because I was drinking a lot back then in Fairfield and that, I met these other Salvadorian guys with him, but he was a proper guerrillero, like, and when we used to sit at the pub at Fairfield.
Hold on. Guerrero is a
Guerrilla fighter, yeah.
Guerrilla fighter, yep.
He used to tell me the stories. He goes, "This is where I got stabbed. This is where I got shot. All over the place. He was riddled with wounds and scars." And he told me the story about the first time, when he became a guerrilla, he had to kill a cop.
Yeah.
So they took him in a van and they went around the block and they go, that one. And so the cops used to circle, apparently what he told me, And they used to circle, and he went into the cantina. Cantina is like a pub type
yep.
thing, yeah. And so he went in, and he ordered 2 tequilas. He goes, I had 2 tequilas. He goes, I was scared, I was nervous. He goes, I had a 48 in my belt, and he goes, I ordered another beer. I put it under my belt. He goes, I walked out. He goes, I walked in the opposite way, and he goes, when I walked past the cop. The cop nodded at me, and I nodded at him, and we nodded at each other. And he goes, and as he passed me, he goes, I turned around and I pulled the thing out, and he goes, bang, in the back of his head. And then when he did that, he started running, and the van came across the road. Got in the van. He goes, I sculled the other drink, and he goes, then when I got to the place, I started throwing up and everything. And this guy's teaching me everything. He goes to me, when you get home, tell your dad, tell your parents, thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for taking me out of that place. And I never thought of it that way. And he used to cry to me, this man.
Yeah.
He's got bullet wounds all over him. He's got stab wounds all over him, telling me all these. That's just one story.
Yeah.
And he died in Fairfield. But he was so chronically affected by it that it was
Well, cheers to him, man.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers to Milton.
Yeah, cheers to Milton and his family, yeah.
Cheers.
I think you told me that story one day.
Yeah.
One of our drinking sessions. We stayed up until like fucking 5 in the morning, man, just talking.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. So we were drinking with his dad, bro, and my bro, I was looking at these guys and my eyes were like this the whole time, like fuck. Like, mind you, I was pissed off my head, but I remember everything. I was like, oh, bro, these stories are fucked.
Yeah, they are, eh?
Crazy shit.
Nah, but these stories are real.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Crazy stuff, some of the stuff that you see and go through, and like, you put in depth too, which is,
Yeah.
yeah.
So obviously, he kind of centered you in a way and give you that realization. Hey,
And thank my parents, yeah, because if not, I would have been like him.
if you round that off to what Martin was asking you, what do you like about living in Australia? Is that you actually have a life here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
This is crazy. This is my life.
Exactly.
This is my world.
Yeah.
This is my world. I acknowledge my heritage, where I come from, and where our people are from, and that's another fucking podcast on its own.
Oh, man, you still look like a taco eating motherfucker. Look at you. Look at that nacho fucking moustache and the goatee.
Well, it's Snoop.
Shit. Where you from, motherfucker? No, I can tell.
2168, bitch, man. That's where I grew up, and I'm from there.
I've moved on.
Yeah, I moved on.
But love and respect to everyone there.
To my homies.
That's mad, bro. That's mad. That's like a nice realization, that guy gave you.
That was crazy. Like, you getting stuck like that in those situations for you to come to that kind of realization, and that's the best memory you have here.
Not the best, but one of the most eye-opening ones.
But that's what gave you life. It made you realize what you got here.
Yeah. Made me appreciate things.
As well as the benefits that Australia gives you. How much Australia is like. Man, there's so much
country.
that we appreciate what we do.
We'll say in different ways, but like, practically what you're saying is you love Australia, I guess, in a way, because it would have been totally different. And if you didn't come to those kind of realizations here, imagine where you would be right now. You probably wouldn't.
Murderer.
Why do you make everything sound so like funky?
Cock porn, man. Cock porn.
Cock porn. I meant to say cornflakes.
Sure.
Frosties.
How do you say flakes in Spanish?
Do you know?
Flaque.
Maíz flaque.
I really don't know.
Just pour some milk on it.
Google that.
Cold run. Fuck the whole one.
Anyone got a fresh beer?
Yep.
Fresh drink?
Fresh for
Let me open my one.
fresh.
Cervecita over here.
Cervecita.
We'll move on to Aussie food. All right. So on the podcast, we normally ask every guest if we had the choice of a sausage roll on the table or a meat pie.
You know what?
Which one you going for?
It's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll. So I'll take a meat pie. I'll take a meat pie. Fuck that. Fuck the sausage roll. I don't want to walk that far.
You're a fucking cracker. That's a good one.
All right. So, what's your go-to pie? Is there a specific pie that you would always go to?
Mushroom and steak.
Mushroom and steak.
What the fuck?
Never had one of those, I think. What about sauce? What do you put on your pie? Are you a sauce person or
Oh, my pie. Yeah. Fucking F.
barbecue,
Yeah.
tomato,
Nah, tomato on a pie.
tomato on a pie?
Yeah.
And how do you eat it?
Like a lady with a fork, with a fork and a knife. With a fork and a knife, and you're not gonna see me stick that in my mouth.
So sauce with a fork. You said fork, yeah?
Nah, eat it with your hands. What's wrong with you?
You with your hands.
Go to
go.
favorite drink.
Favorite
Or
drink?
cocktail. Or both.
My favorite drink? Fuck, that's a hard one.
Let's simplify it a little bit. So on the podcast, we've always asked everyone a little question about beer. So we live in the eastern coast. We've got Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria.
Fuck Queensland.
All right. it kind of answers it a little bit, I think. So there's 4X, new,
Nah.
VB. Hold on. Rank them 1 to 3. Which one is your preferred to the least preferred?
Well, preferred would be VB.
Okay.
Then would be new. Mm-hmm. And I never heard of the other girl.
Yeah, sweet. Fair enough. Yeah, sweet. All right, man. We always finish off with a quiz. We'll see how Aussie you are.
Oh, fuck.
When an Aussie tells you he's going to bend the elbow, what is he doing?
He wants to fight. So I'm gonna elbow him first.
So you never heard of bending the elbow?
Nah, I never heard it.
What are you doing right now?
Fucking bending my elbow.
There you go, drinking beer.
There you go.
Bending the elbow.
Fucking have a go at that. And I grew up in Miller. Fucking never heard of it too.
All right, what does hard yakka mean?
Hard yakka.
Yeah.
Fucking getting in it, getting amongst it, fucking getting dirty.
Getting the work done?
Yeah, getting the fucking
Yeah,
job
nice.
done. Fucking, yeah.
What's a like your go-to Aussie saying? What do you say? Something like you.
You know what? Knock its horns off, wipe its ass, and I'll fucking eat it. You fucking oaf.
There you go. Fucking oath.
Ken oaf. Ken oaf.
Ken Oaf.
Ken oath.
Yeah,
Ken oath.
never even heard of Ken.
There's actually there's actually a beer with that name. You know that? Ken oath.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. There's one of my mates. We plays basketball. They got part in it, and there's a can. I think it's an IPA can.
Yeah.
And it's Ken Oath.
Ken Oaf. Ken Oaf, mate.
That's
Ken
not-
oath,
you
mate.
know what, it's
Ken
not-
oath.
It's not original.
What's your Aussie saying for this week, H? What are you thinking? What do you got? What do you got in the bag?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, you got nothing?
Come on, you got a bag of tricks. Come on. You got plenty. Man, you're fucking like a bogan, fucking speaking. You probably don't even realize how many you got. in
Bacon
the
like
bag.
a bacon.
Come on, you got something.
You come back to me then.
Come back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Dougie,
So one
what-
for me
what's
is
your
like a little bit iffy. When something's
one?
iffy,
Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
like, there's a
little
little bit
shifty.
iffy there. Yeah, a little shifty there.
There's a lot of iffy cunts out
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot of iffy cunts out there. Yeah, that's one of mine. That's so the thing is, the hard thing is that Aussie sayings that you got to think about. You don't even realize that you say it all the time
Yeah, that's exactly.
at all.
yeah.
Like it's
You
just
don't-
so common for us. Yeah, it's just hard to actually pinpoint. Okay, I got one.
Pinpoint.
You know, seriously, like
But
even-
seriously, yeah, you just talking. You're like,
just
"Yeah,
say
fuck, are you speaking English or are you speaking what? Speaking Australian, cunt.
You do, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah. Like they're given simple ones. I literally just said it not long ago. It's like when you're waiting for someone or you're waiting to go somewhere. How you traveling?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you traveling?
How
you
like
traveling.
the
Hey,
same
you fucking
like,
traveling.
that means nothing to anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
But
And then,
to us, what does it say?
the answer is, what's a tea, mate? What's a tea, cut?
You know,
G'day.
here or there.
Yeah,
Oh, here or
that's
there.
it. That's it. No, here, there. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly, yeah.
like Carl Barron said, they never tell you how they are. They tell you how they're not.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
it.
not bad.
That's
yeah.
it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's that it?
Come on,
No,
man.
not far.
not
Come
far.
on, you got a spark in there, mate. Come on, mate.
Ah, nothing.
No,
Yeah, fair enough.
that's all right.
Nothing. So now coming to closing,
Yep.
just leave everyone with a message of what's going to happen the rest of the
I
night.
drank a beer. I drank another beer.
Another beer.
3 beers. 4 beers. Oh no. 5 beers. Oh no. 6 beers. Southern Bears.
Is that Austin?
Bears.
Nice. All right, cool.
That's it.
All right.
Well, that's closing.
Get amongst our socials as always. Instagram, Facebook. You know, more to come.
Yeah, more
Trying
to
to
come.
work it. We're working on it.
Trying to build.
Amigos Down Under podcast. Send us a message, like, listen, follow. Woo!
All right, guys. Well, I just want to say thanks, Richard, for coming on. Hope you had a good time, bro.
Can I say thank you? It's been fun.
Yeah, nice,
Yeah,
man.
it's the best.
Been a
You
great-
Good
guys
having
are
you, mate. Good
beautiful.
having you.
Thanks, Marta, for filling in for what's the other
bro.
guy's name?
Shout out, Seb. You know, hopefully see you back soon.
Yeah.
Adrian, can't wait to have you back.
Yeah, no worries. All right, cheers, everybody. Thanks for listening. Catch
Cheers,
you
bro.
later. Bye.
Peace.